Hi everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
I'm Rainbow.
And for building character, we are knowing ourselves, getting to know the kind of person you are. Now yesterday you mentioned a great way to get to know yourself, travel alone, right? That's a really good one. And you know, sometime in your life, I would encourage you to do that. I've done that and I like to do it as well.
Yeah.
Now, there's some other ways that you've heard of or other people do to get to know themselves, and not yet in your life, you've never actually tried this, but you kind of thought, I'd like to try that someday as a way to get to know myself.
I would say, as an adult, taking an art class, like watercolor.
Being very creative.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. I remember doing painting in school, but
Me too.
I liked it. I just wasn't very good at it. You know, and everyone's around you, and some of my
like pressure.
classmates, they were good, and so I felt embarrassed, but I should kind of forget that and just do it at home, because you're right. It is a good way to let out your creativity, and then you can get to know yourself that way.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Another one that I've never tried, writing a diary or keeping a journal. Yeah, I mean, I've tried it a little bit, but you know, like most people, after 4 or 5 days, you kind of stop doing it, but really sticking with it. So those are some other things that you can do to get to know yourself, and we'll be finding out even more ways to do it and even better reasons why to do it in our article today. So let's check it out.
When I think about my actions, thoughts, and feelings, I try to understand them. I see my actions through my eyes. I also see them through other people's eyes. For my thoughts and feelings, I ask myself many questions. One is, why do I feel that way? Another is, do I like something because my friends like it?
All right, so we have the same title, Know Yourself. Let's check out part 2 right now.
When I think about my actions, thoughts, and feelings, I try to understand them. I try to know what I'm thinking and why.
Yeah, well, this is sort of what we were reading yesterday at the end of the article, right? When things happen in your day, you go through things, then later on, you kind of look back and review what happened and your thoughts and your feelings, and then try to understand them. Why did I do that? Why did I think that? Why did I feel that?
Why did I say that?
Right, and that's how you get to know yourself, right? When you understand something, this verb is very similar to a word we learned yesterday, to learn something. If you learn something, you take in the information, but then when you understand it, then that's right, and that's when the information becomes very useful, because now you can use it in a bunch of different ways. So it's not just knowing the facts, it's knowing what the facts mean in relation to other facts. That's the understanding part.
So sometimes if you're hearing somebody say something, you say, I hear you, but I don't understand.
Oh.
Like, why are you saying that?
But now I get it. Now everything in your brain kind of clicks and goes, now it all makes sense.
I understand.
All right, so there you go. That's a good thing to do to get to know yourself. Here's a good way to do it. I see my actions through my eyes. All right, so of course you see your actions through your own eyes. You did this. This is what you did. You were there. You understand that. That's easy. But then
the next sentence, I also see them through other people's eyes, which is different, because sometimes when we're doing something, we might be like, yeah, I did that. That was right. But then when we see them through other people's eyes, we'll be like, oh, maybe they didn't like what I said. It made them feel sad, or it made them feel uncomfortable. I don't feel uncomfortable, but I see why they feel uncomfortable. So we're seeing them through other people's eyes like we're someone else.
Exactly, and that can only happen later on, or it's much easier to see things through other people's eyes later on when you have time to think about it, right? You might have meant to say something, but then you think, oh, but they probably thought I was saying something different. And all of that stuff can lead to greater understanding, not only of yourself, but of other people. When you see something through one's eyes, through your eyes, you're basically experiencing it as yourself. When you see it through someone else's eyes, you're basically saying, okay, let's pretend I was that person.
You.
If I was that person, what would I be thinking? What would I be hearing? What would my experience be? It's not always an easy thing to do, but doing it is always good exercise.
Yeah, it's really important and you should definitely practice. Next sentence says, for my thoughts and feelings, I ask myself many questions. Okay, so this person's asking, why am I doing this? Why did I say that? What did I mean to say? How do I feel? Asking yourself many questions is a way to know yourself because you can answer your own questions and find out, oh, that's why I did that. Oh, I'm not going to do that again. Asking yourself questions is very useful.
A question is basically when we want answers or information, when we don't know things and we want to know more, we want to understand. That's right. Question mark and also, of course, question words. Who, what, where, when, why, how. These are the words we use at the beginning of the sentence, and when you hear the word or see that question mark, that is a question. That is someone asking you for information. Something as simple as, what time is it? Or something complicated like, why did you do that? All of these are questions. They're all looking for answers and information.
And we have another question in the next sentence, which says, one is, why do I feel that way? Another is, do I like something because my friends like it? Am I doing this because I want to do it? Or am I doing this because everybody else is doing it? Who am I really? What do I like? Do I know? Important question.
Absolutely. And some things that we do, we might not like because we're just doing it because our friends like it. Something here, it's of course a pronoun. It's taking the place of a noun, of an object, because this pronoun means any object, almost any noun could be something. It could be something in your pocket, something you own, something you're thinking of, something you want to buy, something you've never seen, but it's probably a thing. You can touch it. It's not an idea or a dream. It's a real thing in the real world. I think I forgot something at home.
What did you forget?
I don't know what it is. I seem to have everything.
Face mask.
No, I brought my sunglasses.
Oh.
That's what I forgot at home. I'm always forgetting something at home. I should write these things down.
Go get your sunglasses during the break.
That's a good idea. All right, we'll take that break and then we'll be back.
When something is not right, I try to find ways to fix it. When I do those things, I improve myself. I also know more about myself.
Okay, so the next sentence says, when something is not right, I try to find ways to fix it. Okay, so this person's gonna change a situation if it's not right. What does that mean when something is not right?
When it just doesn't feel exactly the way you think it should feel.
It's not perfect.
That's right, when it gives you a feeling of there's a problem here, there's something going on here that I don't think is exactly correct, or it makes you feel not okay. If it makes you feel okay, it feels right, it is right, everything is all right. But sometimes things have problems, maybe small problems, maybe big problems.
Maybe misunderstanding.
Yeah, maybe even a problem you're not even sure what it is, but something feels off. Something feels not quite right. And then when things are not quite right or off or broken or damaged, you need to fix them. The verb to fix means to do something so that a thing gets repaired. It was good before, it had some damage, it had some problems, maybe it's broken or maybe it doesn't work as well. And then what you do to try to get it from that not so good place back to a good place, from broken to working, that is to fix. Of course, we can fix things in the real world. If you have a broken car, you take it to a garage and they can fix it. You might fix your bicycle, you might fix your computer if it has problems. But when it's you, when it's relationships, when it's the way you think or your feelings, that can be harder to fix, but it's still very important work to do.
Yes, and some people think that a good way to start to fix relationships may be to say, I'm sorry, can we make up? Can we be friends again? Can we talk about it? That could be a good way to fix a relationship.
All right, back to the article. When I do those things, I improve myself. All right, when you try to fix things, when you look at yourself, when you try to understand your actions and other people's actions, then you can improve yourself, make yourself better. I also know more about myself. Yeah, and all of these things can improve yourself and your life and your relationships with others. When we improve things, we just make them better. Maybe they were fine. We're not fixing them. We're just taking them from good to really good, or from really good to excellent. We're making things better by improving them.
Yes, and I hope that every single day you are also making things better by improving yourself.
That would be a very good goal, even if it is just by a little bit every day. Well, you've improved yourself, you've improved your English by joining us. So we thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
And we hope to spend more time with you very, very soon. Until then, take care, be well, and bye-bye.
Bye.
When I think about my actions, thoughts, and feelings, I try to understand them. I see my actions through my eyes. I also see them through other people's eyes. For my thoughts and feelings, I ask myself many questions. One is, why do I feel that way? Another is, do I like something because my friends like it? When something is not right, I try to find ways to fix it. When I do those things, I improve myself. I also know more about myself.
嗨，大家好，我是维尼，准备好来看今天的文法了吗？第一个 ，see something through someone's eyes。 从某人的角度看待某件事 ，see 在此表示看待，那它的三态动词是 see、saw、seen。through 呢，它是介系词，是透过还有借由。It can be eye-opening to see things through someone else's eyes。透过别人的角度看事情，可以是很有启发性的。第二个是 a way to， 然后加动词，就是做某件事的一个方法。way 呢是方法。What is a good way to be productive in the morning？ 有什么方法可以在早上的时候很有生产力呢？来看一下今天的单字。第一个是 understand， 它是了解、理解，它是动词。它的三态是 understand, understood, understood. Listen carefully, so you will understand. 专心听我讲，然后你就会懂了。第二个是 question， 问题，它是名词。看个例句 ：Feel free to ask questions if you don't understand. 听不懂的话，欢迎可以问问题。第三个是 something。 某事物，它就是代名词。Do you want something to eat？ 你想要吃东西吗？最后一个 fix， 处理、解决，它是动词。这个字可以搭配人事物。来看个例句 ：We have to fix this problem。我们必须解决这个问题。或是 This broken computer is very hard to fix. 这台坏掉的电脑要修理非常困难。
Hey everybody, right now we are at Qixingtan Beach and we're having a great time. The weather's beautiful. Cynthia, what's the matter?
Oh gosh, I'm really tired. I don't want to walk anymore.
Lucky for you, there are lots of places to rent bikes around here. Why don't we rent a bike?
Okay?
Good idea? Mm-hmm. All right, let's go. Qixingtan is also a perfect place for a bike ride. Don't worry if you didn't bring a bike. You can rent one from the vendors here.
The path here is 21 kilometers long. It's a great way to see some of Taiwan's famous ocean scenery.
Along the path, there are parks, places to rest, and many spots to stop and enjoy nature. It's got fresh air, awesome views, and lots of stuff to do outdoors.
So, next time you're in Hualien, just come to Qixingtan and have a day trip of fun.
See you next time!